A very beautiful day to you out there, our dear viewers. It's good to have you here with us again on Living and Loving. This is where we live to love and we
And we
love
love
to
to live.
live. Bookie, you are welcome. How are you doing?
Always
Good.
beautiful.
That's fine. That's fine. Thank you so much for being there at all times. Now, Bookie, there is this debate. It's been on for some time now, and I think we should talk about it. And it is who forgives more in a relationship, in our dealings with each other, between the man and the woman, especially in the matters of the heart. Who forgives more? Who do you think has that heart to keep, forgiving as the offenses come, keep forgiving? Tell me what I want to hear.
I would say woman does it more.
And why is that?
Yeah, because naturally, women are nurturers. You understand?
Mm,
They are behind, we can say women are behind, they are builders. They are the
okay.
one that builds. If the relationship will hold, it has to depend on the woman. If the
Mm,
family will stand, it's still the woman. So I say they're natural nurturers. You understand? And secondly, women are keen to making relationship. I mean, they are keen to preserving relationship, whether you like it or not. No matter how stubborn or how tough a woman tends to be in a relationship, behind the curtain, you still realize that that same woman still want to preserve that relationship, still want to make the relationship work. So if you ask me, I would say women are naturals, one. Two, they are keen in preserving relationship to making it work. Let me stop there first.
okay, yeah, that's very good. I appreciate that. But we seem to be forgetting something. Women are builders, they are preservers, they do all that stuff, fine. But we are leaving out the emotional aspect, which has a lot to do with forgiving or not. And when you come to the men, men, the emotions of men is not as let me just say, it's not like that of the women. Number one, the man is a peaceful being. And
Hmm.
yeah, when you really come right down to it, the first important thing that a man needs in his life is peace. And so he can do anything to have that peace. And that includes forgiving you. If forgiving you is going to bring his peace, he will forgive. And so man is always forgiving because he wants peace for himself. In fact, man forgives. It is the one that he sees, the offense that he sees, that he forgives. Let us not even talk about the one he sees and he refuses to bring it up. He will just forgive without even bringing it up, without even confronting you. He will just forgive it. Why? Because he wants his peace. That is number one. Do you want me to continue?
No, let's agree on something. You said who
Okay.
does it more? The word more
More,
is what we are
yes.
dealing at. And
Exactly.
if you say more, it doesn't mean that women cannot forgive or men cannot forgive. We are talking
Yes.
about who does it more.
Yes.
And now you coming up with something like what men need most in their life is peace. Women too, don't forget, women are peacemakers. You understand? So if you say whatever the man can get, in as much as it has to rule the peace or bring in the peace, is what he does. We are talking about forgiving now. So in that respect, I would say woman does it more because a woman can forgive continually. A woman has that capacity to forgive repeated mistakes, not like the man. If you say men are peacemaker, where do you keep the woman? Where do you keep the woman? Men can only forgive when, well, I wouldn't be speaking for the man this time around, but I know that from experience or from eyewitness account, I can say that men only forgive. They tend to forgive when they are the heat of something, when they needed something, when that thing is paramount in their heart. That is the only time they seem to want to forgive, or that is when they tend to forgive. Unlike the women, they are naturally peacemakers because a woman wants to keep her home. So whatever it takes for her to make sure peace reign is what she will do. And if that thing means forgiving you, no matter the gravity of the offense, you can only see a woman has the tendency to shout, to scream, to cry, to any length. By the end of the day, she still forgives just because she wants to keep the home. Whether naturally, artificially, emotionally, or otherwise, she still wants to remain in that home. She still wants to make the home work. She still wants to build it. So whatever it takes for her to forgive that sin, she will forgive.
Okay. Yeah. I'm still speaking under more. And that's why I said, yeah, the women too, they want their peace. They want their peace. But like I said, the emotions most of the time take over. They must have let out some emotions before they remember that, oh, I need my peace. So let me do this. And by that time, sometimes they will have they will have done some things out of emotion. But on
And
the
that's
case
the
of
more reason.
man,
That's why I
it's
said
not
they
like
can
that.
cry, they can shout, they can
Exactly.
scream. At that
Exactly.
moment when they're trying to express themselves, women are so expressive. When they
Uh,
want to express, they can go out of the line to scream, to shout. You think they're fighting, they are not. But allow them express their feelings. They come back to tell you that, oh, sorry, or they come back to pet you, bringing you in alignment to what the family wants. That's a woman for you. So
yes,
that
that's a
process
woman.
whereby they are shouting or they are screaming, if you don't understand that woman, you might think she doesn't want peace. So expressing emotions, expressing feelings is quite different from the real who that woman is.
And this thing you are saying now is one of the problems we are having, because in as much as we agree that, oh, the women, they are emotional, they can shout, they can do this, they can do that, at the end of the day they will still come back because they want peace, but that is how they are or something. We fail to understand, and we fail to remember sometimes or most time the effect of their shout and emotions and everything, the effect it does. It is said that one of the greatest weapon of the woman is her tongue, and the tongue is controlled by the emotions. So when she begins to talk and talk and talk, yeah, we excuse it. Oh yes, that's emotion. Is that this? Is that? But before she finished talking, and before she comes back to now pursue that piece, some damages will have been done.
The,
And most of the time, it is always against the ego of a man. And that is why I will still come back to say that men forgive more because they understand the sharpness of the tongue of the woman. They take in all the effect of that sharpness. Sometimes their egos are bruised. Their leadership and everything, their manliness and manhood are questioned. In all these things, they still take it in. Now, not all men, I must confess. Some they lose it and they get violent.
and that was
But
the same
most of
reason
the
why I
time,
said it doesn't have to do with the gender.
yes,
Sometimes it's a thing of the
yes.
heart.
We give a little percentage of men that will lose their cool, but most of the time, most men, they still take this thing in and they still go ahead and do whatever. That's why I said they forgive more, because in the face of what the women always give, oh, they forgive more. Trust me. Then, apart from that, I also want to say that the man has a quick, active mind. The mind of the man is always active. Remember, he's the provider, he's the protector, he's always thinking, working towards making sure that everything is okay in that relationship.
No, this
So
I
he doesn't,
object. Yeah,
it
you are
doesn't,
derailing.
it doesn't change. No, wait, I'm trying to make a point. It doesn't that makes him not really have time to hold on to offenses and everything. So because of his active mind, when you offend me or you do all those stuff that you do as a woman, I don't really have the mind. I don't have space in my mind to keep it. And to the in 1842 you said this, in 1954 you repeated it, now you have done it in 1984 again, and now
Yes,
2024. I don't have the time. My
women
mind
have
is
that
so
capacity.
active. Thank you.
Women can do that.
Women
And
can do that, and
yes,
that's
wait.
why I don't have
Listen,
time. I
Bisi,
forgive.
all these reasons you are pointing to are the
Yes.
same reasons I will try to knock out, because in as much as the activeness of your mind will not allow you to keep anything in that space, that is the more
Yes.
reason that men don't tend to see what happens when there's error. Yes, they don't see.
No.
Wait, they don't see it because there are two, according to you, if I want to measure with what you have just said, the
Yeah.
activeness does not give you the room to keep anything. You don't have space, this and that,
For offenses.
for offenses. And that's why you don't see it. You don't see it when something goes wrong. And that's why you can misbehave. Men tend to misbehave most times in the relationship. And after misbehaving, they come back to tell you just what you have just said now. They don't have any space in their heart to keep it. That's misbehaving. So women are the receiving part.
You
Wait.
are changing it. Oh,
No, I'm not changing it. Listen,
that's not
women,
what I said.
wow.
Yes, that's not what I said. What I said is that their minds are so active, so much that they
Yeah,
don't have
okay.
the space to accommodate offenses and everything. That
And it
does
is
not
because you
mean
don't have the space to accommodate. That
that
is why
does
you
not
don't
mean
even
that
see it that there's an error or there are errors.
from who?
From it, the error can come from anywhere, but managing it is another thing. And the process of managing it, that is where forgiveness comes in.
Exactly. That is so.
You're not getting it then.
They forgive. They don't really keep it. Remember, we are
Okay.
talking about forgiveness,
Yes,
right?
Bisi, let me ask you a question.
Please.
How often do men misbehave in the relationship or in marriage? Whether courtship, whether dating, how often? Can you count it?
Yes, I can count it.
If there's any wreckage in any relationship, trace it. It comes from the men.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Nope.
Anyway,
That is a
let me
big
try.
no.
You will not accept because you are a man.
No, not because I'm a man.
Okay, let's be frantic here now.
Okay.
Don't be biased.
Okay, at once.
According to you,
Okay.
the men, your heart is too active that you don't have a space to keep any offense. It is because you don't have a space. That is why you tend to do anything at any time, believing that it goes. So, and that
And
is
I'm
where the
telling you,
forgiveness comes in.
I'm
That
telling
the
you
woman
that
who is now seeing it, the woman who is now the builder of that home, sees your misbehavior, tends to forgive, not minding whether you seeing it or
no.
yes.
No. The fact that my mind is active in such that I cannot keep offense in my mind does not mean that it is so active that I will now begin to misbehave or I will not know when
What
I
I call
misbehave.
misbehavior
No.
here is when you do things
No.
that you don't even see it, you don't even know this thing is hurtful to your
Being
partner.
active does not mean you are not aware of errors. As a matter of fact, it is being active that make me to know that it's an error. If I have a hustling to make, I have this to do, I have the contract to run, I have some things to do and everything. If anything wants to go wrong, I will be sharp and vigilant enough to know because my mind is very, very active. Activeness of mind does not it means that you will now make error you will not know. No, that's a car without a brake. Do you understand? Yeah, I am active, and so I am very vigilant. That's some
Anyway,
men.
the question is
All
who
right.
forgive more? And I'm
Yes.
telling you right now that even the society expect the woman to forgive. And
Yes.
we have come to see it as part of us that whatever happens in the family, we believe that the society will see that you are not cooperating. So having that in mind, ordinarily, freely, you just forgive. So women tends to forgive more in a relationship than the men. That's where I stand.
Well, this is where I sit, and I'm saying that now. If you look at the man, let me give one more point. The man is a physical being.
And the woman,
The woman is much more of an emotional and an emotional being. That's it. The man is a physical being. That is why a woman in any situation, she can sit down and start crying or become hysterical and start talking like you said. A man hardly will sit down and cry. He can walk away.
some
He
men
can,
cry better than the woman.
some, I give them that. I
Yeah.
know. But the man, in fact, it is even believed that it's a sign of weakness for a man to cry. And that's why you see them hardly do it, because they are physical beings. Then when a woman is angry, she uses her tongue, she uses she uses shout and everything. Most of the time, the man, he's violent, he's physical. If two men are fighting, before you know it, and immediately they do that, maybe a third party comes, they settle it now, bro. Life continues. No time for malice, no time for grudges, no time for bitterness. We box it to the ground and we pick it up
That's
again.
man to man.
That is it, man
That's
to
man to
man.
man. Now
Now,
we're talking about man
now
and woman.
the man knows that the man in his natural state knows that he cannot do that with the woman. So what you just do?
2% of men.
You are being funny. The man knows that he cannot do that with the woman. He knows. Do you understand? So he finds another means. And what he does is that he gets involved in something else. He walks away. He goes to join the brothers somewhere. He does that, And by the time he comes back, it's done. It is the woman that may even want to bring it back. I was talking to you the other time. You walk out of me. You must not walk out of me. You have to kill me today. Now you want to bring it back. But trust me, when he went out.
Let me ask you one question.
Please.
Is that act of walking away, is it equal to forgiveness?
Oh, he's walking away.
Yeah.
Trust me. By the time he comes back, he's done.
No, you should talk
It's
about
done.
it.
It's over. He has nothing in his mind
No, this you are not
against you
getting
again.
it.
You are the one that will now bring it
You
up
are,
again.
because we need to talk about it. You need to talk about it. To
Yeah, we
end
may
it, you
talk
need to talk
about it.
about it.
It will be
To
later,
settle it, you need to talk about it.
not then.
No, if the woman wants it then, you have to do it then. Walking away is a sign of, I don't want to say it.
It's a sign
Walking
of
away on your woman when there's
when
a problem.
naturally I am dying to give you a punch that will make you sleep more than Rip Van Winkle. So the
Anyway,
best thing is to walk away.
BC, walking away when there's issue in the relationship, in the house, in the home, is another sign. It's telling us something else
No, you
about
will
that man.
still talk about it, but at that time, to doubt the
Anyway, let's
tension
not derail from the question. The question is, who forgives more?
more. Yeah, and I'm saying it is the man that forgives more. Please, my dear, wonderful viewers, say something about this. Who forgives more? I am saying it is the man, and
Definitely, they
she's
will
saying
cooperate
it's the
with me that
woman.
it's the woman.
No, they will cooperate with me. You want, or you want them to use their PVC to vote for this matter. But please, we will love you to say something about this. Who forgives more? How has it been? Have you experienced such? How has been your relationship as a man? Do you find yourself forgiving all the time? And we need to give you credit for that. As a woman, do you forgive more? Please tell us, share your experience with us, and see how that goes. All right, Buki. We could go with this and be on this all day long, but I need to stop you now. We will stop here and we'll hear what they want to say, but I may still take you up on this
No
maybe some
problem.
other time.
I'll be waiting.
So
Until
thank you
then,
so much for here. Thank you very much. We will be seeing you in the comment section. Bye for now.